A strawberry isn't a berry, but a banana is. And that, my friends, is a fact of life. Thank you, and welcome to That's the Facts of Life, where we go through all the topics that matter to you and bring you just the facts. Today's topic is, who gives an expungement to brokers in need? But first, let's check in on that naughty list. Topping the list this week is a London bank that appears to be falling down. That's right, this well-known British financial institution finds itself in the midst of yet another scandal, as their current CEO and third one since 2012 is currently under investigation by the UK and US regulators for mistakenly attempting to unmask a whistleblower. Last June, the bank's board and a senior executive received two anonymous letters that were simple, crude, and very malicious, in which they questioned the CEO's appropriateness of a new senior hire. Even though the letters appeared to be nothing more than slanderous, the bank's compliance team still treated them as a whistleblowing matter and launched an investigation. At the same time, the CEO viewed these matters as an unfair attack that were designed to maliciously smear a colleague and a friend, so he began his own crusade and instructed the bank's information security team to unmask the author. This was quickly halted, though, as both parties were informed their actions were inappropriate. The following month, the CEO asked whether the whistleblowing probe had been resolved, at which time he was told the case was closed. This is now where the mistakenly part of the story comes in, because the CEO honestly thought that he had the clearance to identify the mystery author, even though the rules governing whistleblowers clearly state that if an informer asked for anonymity, a firm must respect it. This seemingly common knowledge was lost on the CEO as he continued his personal crusade and once again tapped the bank's information security department, who in turn contacted America's oldest federal law enforcement agency, none other than the U.S. Postal Inspection Service? These series of actions are what caused the DOJ to get involved in an attempt to determine whether officials at the bank or USPS inspectors violated civil Dodd-Frank whistleblower protections or even criminal law by attempting to unmask the employee. Finally, in a twist so shocking that even M. Night Shyamalan didn't see it coming, none of this would have been made aware to the bank's board or public had another employee not blown the whistle on the shenanigans involved on this whistleblowing investigation. Fear not, though. The CEO received a strong reprimand from the board, and they plan to significantly cut his bonus pay this year of over $2 million. But his annual base pay of nearly $3 million should be fine, even though these actions are more than enough to get a lesser person fired pretty much immediately. Finally, some of the mystery that surrounds SpongeBob SquarePants seems to be lifting, as FINRA arbitrators have recently begun offering more detailed explanations on their expungement decisions. These decisions can range anywhere from a tweet to the equivalent of War and Peace. FINRA arbitrators are not only responsible for deciding customer dispute cases, but also whether the complaint should be listed on a registered representative's broker check profile, or if a listed complaint should be removed. Now, the problem and controversy around granting of expungement is that it can cover up a broker's checkered history and deceive an investor out searching for an advisor. This is especially true when you factor in the fact that expungement is granted nearly 90% of the time it is requested by brokers involved in a dispute. Detailed explanations are well and good, but as many in the industry have pointed out, the rate is far too high to coincide with a rate that would be much more representative of when the correct decisions are made. Well, that'll do it for today. To learn more about industry news, check out the Compliance Digest, and don't forget to tune into an all-new episode next month. Oh, and in case you didn't know, an octopus has 3 hearts. And that, my friends, is a fact of life.